Roots to Wellbeing uses the 5 ways to wellbeing to support your mental health. Connect, take notice, keep learning, be active and give. Thanks for watching.
Hi there, lovely to be here today. My name's Tina Grayson. I'm a life coach. I'm a neuro-linguistical programmer and a Reiki Master and also a hypnotherapist. And I love oils, by the way. I use datura oils and magnetic jewellery. And I'm also an ambassador for a company called Vital Chi, which is all about energy and balancing energy. So my journey started like everybody else's, from the beginning. I had sort of not great self-esteem, I suppose that's the best way of putting it, and bad self-esteem throughout my childhood and my young adult life. I made some changes and actually got a lot of weight off. At the age of 16, I lost 3.5 stone. And when I did that, I realised that I had the power to do anything. That if I put my mind to something, I was able to achieve. So that was really, really important for me at 16. I had quite low self-esteem of myself. I didn't like the way I looked. Even being slim, I still didn't like my face and the way I was, because I was so different to others. But what I realise now is I had an awful lot of intuition, and I use that intuition in the work I do today. So mental health, I've suffered myself with a couple of breakdowns. My mum has bipolar. She was diagnosed some years ago, but I spent an awful lot of my childhood life really in this very unbalanced energy from a mum who would be in bed most of the time. And my father's energy was much higher, really, really, really outgoing. So I was sort of in the middle. And I suppose you would call me back then more of an extrovert, I suppose, than an introvert. And my mum is a complete and utter introvert. So I did some huge changes on myself at the age of 16, where I lost a lot of weight. I lost 3.5 stone. And then my journey, I was working with people, and I was in recruitment and worked in management as well. And I realised that everybody is different, but you can mould somebody in their skills, but you couldn't change your personality. Your personality was what you're born with. And that's what makes you really unique. So I started to learn that if I was kinder to myself, then nicer things were going to happen to me. And that actually, if I chose myself as my friend, would I choose that as a person, as a friend, or would I throw her away? So I changed and decided that I would be my best friend. And I started to learn to like myself. So many years later, after a divorce, 2 young children, I learnt Reiki. And Reiki is absolutely beautiful because I started to look at life differently. It was as if the light bulb had gone on and it switched higher, and I could see things in a much different way. So the grass looked greener than it did before, put it that way. The sky was bluer and my mindset was stronger. So that was fantastic. But I also had a problem with my health, and I had chronic fatigue. And I was told that if I could find a way to learn neuro-linguistical programming, hypnotherapy and coaching, I would be able to cure myself of NLP. Well, the universe found all those things for me, I'm blessed to say, and my energy is now really, really good. So I'm going to just pull a card for you. I'm going to show you something called mood cards. Now, it's okay to have a bad day. That is okay. It's okay to feel valued. Why not? It's okay. I'm important. It's all right to put yourself up there and say you're important and you're valued. It doesn't matter what other people say. It's about how you talk to yourself. These are mood cards, by the way, by a lady called Andrea Hahn. And they all have affirmations. So an affirmation here is, I love and accept myself completely for being me. I'm a perfect human being. So could you imagine if every day you woke up and you were kinder to yourself? How would your mental health be? Regret. We've all got regrets. But if we carry on backtracking to the past, how in the hell are we going to start feeling better? So what we need to do really is draw a line and say, Okay, so that has happened. What can I do now to make myself feel better? And you're here and you're watching this. So that's really positive. That's fantastic. So an affirmation here would be, I can learn from the past and I can think through my options and I can make the right decisions. All will be well. So that's a much better way to be talking to yourself than in a, oh my God, why did I do that? I'm so stupid. What can I do now? Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, I know we've all been there, haven't we? And I would have described me as a worry head. If I had nothing to worry about, I would then worry that I had nothing to worry about. How mad is that? Determined. I was determined that I would succeed. I was determined that I would crack the mental health stigmatism that was in my brain, because my mum's got bipolar. My God, does that mean that I'm like her? I don't want to be like that. You know, all these kind of messages that go around in our head. My grandma, she took her life. Oh my God, is that going to happen to me? Determined. Affirmation. I can achieve any goal I set my mind to. I believe in myself completely. Now, do you know, if you program your brain into just positive thinking, what happens? Your mindset believes it. It does. So lots of people are in situations where they're worrying about money. Oh my God, I've got no money to pay this. I've got no money to pay that. If we worry and keep constantly playing that round and round and round, we're not going to have any money. Because whatever you think is what you attract. So if you think about that, if you wake up in the morning and you say to yourself, I love me, I'm important, I'm valued, I'm going to do what I love today, see how you're going to feel. Do a little journey, have a little write. How do you feel at the end of that day? Instead of, oh my God, I hate my day, I hate myself, I hate my partner, I hate the kids, they're getting on my nerves, I don't like this house, the garden's a mess. Carry it on, carry it on. You'll have a bucket full of more coming. Let's go. Acceptance. I think it's accepting things the way they are. I mean, I've had lots of people that said to me, oh my God, this coronavirus, oh my God, when's it going to end? This is awful. Well, actually, we can do some positive stuff in this, and we probably wouldn't even have been here if it hadn't been for the coronavirus. We've got the time to do this, which is really beautiful. Acceptance. I gratefully accept all that comes my way as an opportunity for personal growth and learning. And blue is the communication colour. So there might be something you want to learn. There's loads of courses out there and they're really reasonable. You can do courses online. It might be that you're really lonely. Let's get you connecting and budding up with some other people that are in the same boat as you. You'd be surprised. Have you ever been there when you thought, oh, I've got to ring that person, got to ring that person. Oh my God, I can't ring that person. What's that person going to say? Oh my God, what am I going to talk about? By just doing it, you feel so much better. And that brings you more joy. These cards, by the way, are done by a lady called Andrea Hahn. And they're called the mood cards. And they're CPT in a box. They're cognitive behavioural therapy in a box. And you can order these on Amazon. They're fabulous. They really are. And she's got Understanding Deep Emotions out there as well. But it's about being true to yourself. Keeping a diary. Keeping a journal about how you're feeling. Asking yourself that question. Where am I today on a 1 to 10? 1 being really rubbish, not good, duvet over the head. 10 being really high, maybe too high if you're bipolar. We want to be somewhere in the middle, okay? So we want to all be balanced. So if you think about the scales, Libra, we don't want to be up here or down there. We want to be even keeled. And we can do that by the foods that we eat and by the things that we do in our lives. And I can help you with that. So my name is Tina Grayson. You can find me on, you can just Google me. I'm on Facebook. Let's do, what else do we need to know? Sad. There's for lots of people that are sad, you know. Could be that, you know, you've recently had a bereavement. It could be that you're not achieved what you've wanted in your life. Okay, so we can't turn the clock back. I spent many years turning that clock back. But all you can but do is be in the here and the now and start planning forward. So I offer something called Timeline, which is really good. And it's a really great way of moving forward. And an affirmation is, it's okay to feel sad. All feelings are only temporary. And in the meantime, I will flow in the universal stream of hope and happiness. And what I want to leave you is a big heart, because that's where it starts. It's loving yourself and accepting you for who you are and being the best that you can possibly be. And if you can just do one act of kindness for somebody a day, even if it's just for yourself to start with, you will start feeling so much better. Thank you for watching. That's Tina Grayson, Life Coach.
If you feel inspired and want to learn ways to support your mental health, please subscribe to our channel. Or you can find us at www.rootstowellbeing.org. And if you would like to get involved in future videos, please contact hello@rootstowellbeing.org. Thank you.